We are in the lowest place in the world and we are kissing camels.
Husband? Yeah, come, give him the camera.
And where are we? We are at Jericho, in the lowest place in the world. Wait, I'm coming. Wait a minute, let me take a video of it. All right, I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, he's eating there. Two men eating each other, fighting for the woman. Then where are we? We are in Jericho, the oldest city in the world, and we can see the fresh water. Jericho is in the best location ever, on the way to India and China, Europe, Africa. Then everyone came to here, and you know, if you are in the best location ever, first of all, you will have a city. Secondly, you will pay a lot of money to cross the border. Then few things happen here. We're gonna climb up the oldest city in the world, and we will talk about Jericho and Joshua. But don't worry, I will repeat it. When Elijah came to here, after he became the prophet, when Elisha came to here after Elijah ascended into heaven, not so far away from here, he came to here and he found out that the water became salty. And he just took a plate full of salt and threw it to the water, and they became fresh until today. Family, hallelujah! I am the king of the world. Hands in the air. Yay! Yes. Wait a minute. No hands. All right. Are we ready to climb up? I'm not sure. Look at the face of the people. It's so hot now. It's 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius. Here in the shade it's nice, but if you are moving a little bit to the sunny area, it's horrible. And still we are going to climb up the most ancient city in the world. Vamos! Yeah, we enter into Tel es-Sultan. The Sultan, Tel its layers of cities. And this is a Hebrew name, Tel, like Tel Aviv, layers of ancient cities. And this is a layer of ancient cities. And now it's called Tel Sultan, which is the Palestinian name. But in the Jewish name of it is Tel Jericho, like here. And let's kiss each other. I know, I wasn't here for a long time. Yes.
Habibi, long time no coming.
Connection? Hallelujah. That's our child. Family. Yeah. It's a new book of Jericho.
The tower inside.
The tower is inside, and how much it cost for them?
This is 40 shekels, all Jericho complete.
40 shekels, not only about that place, all over. On the way back, if you want to buy it, feel free to do that. But we are now climbing slowly to those hats on top of the city. I know, but yeah, then let's do that slowly. It's quite hot. Now there are so many stories that I can talk about it. Rahab house. Temptation of Jesus was very close to here. And Joshua cursed the city after he occupied it. And guess what? No one built a city on top of ancient silk. Yes?
I know why I'm walking up here with my knees in this heat. So I'll go back and wait.
It's not hot, it's holly. I'm trying to convince myself and them. But yes, to be in Jericho in July and August, September, it's not easy, but on the other hand, you can enjoy it. Roman, kind of oven for plaster. Jericho is really the best location ever. And beside the location, look at the green area. We are in the desert. There's no rain here. Once in a few years. And still, it's so green because we have lots of spring. At the beginning of the video, you saw one. Family! Family! Yeah, we really enjoy it.
Love it.
We love it.
We definitely feel like explorers.
We are explorer.
What is this? Where are we right now? What is
In the most ancient city in the world.
So this is the original city,
This is the original city.
the ruins of it.
The ruins of the city that Prophet Joshua occupied from the Canaanite.
These little hills and stuff. It's like
Yeah, but it's
excavation.
city on top of a city on top of a city.
Got it. Not much to see just yet.
If you ask me, not much to see. No, there's not a lot to see except of two things which,
You're gonna show.
yeah, and you will never forget.
Yep.
Now look at the view.
It's stunning.
It is. Sorry. Yes, it's out. What you can see from here, Jordan Valley. Jericho is the green area. The end of it is the Jordan River. The other side is Jordan, the country, and the Moab Mountains. But let's go to the shade. Look how beautiful it is. Hello. Still smiling? Good.
It's
That,
okay, I'm listening.
yeah, good. That way is to Europe. That way goes to India and Iran, Iraq, and China. That way will take you to Saudi Arabia and Africa, Egypt. And that way will take you to Jerusalem and then Tel Aviv. And from Tel Aviv you can actually go take a cruise to Europe and North Africa. Then in that case, location, location, location. Lots of fresh water and still it's hot. Are we suffering or can we suffer a little bit more? Can a little bit more. Then in that case, let me stand here and let me talk. I will do this quickly. To know about what's happened here at around 1400 BC, we have to read the book of Joshua. The book of Joshua mentioned in 6 old chapters about what's happened here. Remember that we talk about Moses that saw the promised land, but he couldn't enter. And then Joshua came to the Jordan River. We saw the Jordan River, the same place that that Jesus was baptized. And God told him to enter to Canaan and to conquer Jericho. But they were afraid. Then they sent 2 spies to here. And because we don't have children, I can actually say it loud and clear. He went to the house of Rahab. Do we know who was Rahab? A woman that used to sell her body. My daughter, when she studied, the teacher said that she used to sell fruit and vegetable. Then her body, my dears. 2 men. The king of Jericho came to Rahab's house, which some people believe that it's there, but I went there. There's nothing special there. It was part of the wall. And Rahab told the king, yes, they were here, but they went back to Joshua, to the Jordan River. And then she came to the two spies and told them, the king is looking for you at the Jordan River. Go to those mountains and hide for 3 days and 3 nights. And only then go back to Joshua and tell them that we are afraid of you. Now, when they crossed the Jordan River, and you saw the Jordan River, it's like a small stream, they were afraid to enter the water. The Israelites went in, they've been in the desert for 40 years. They never saw water or a river. Then God opened the river, and they crossed it in dry land. And they came to Jericho, and God told them, make 7 tours every day, a round tour, but do that quietly. And then at the 7th day, he told them, make the last walk around the walls, and then blow the shofar and shout. And what will happen to the wall? Tumbling down. And that's what happened. Now, do you want the biblical story to be the truth one or the archaeological part? You know what? Let's wait until the end, and then we'll ask you, what do you think? But before we will go to see the most ancient tower in the world, in the most ancient city in the world, more than 10,000 years, look around, and I will stand in the sun now, but I want you to look at that. Look at that part, and it looks like a train monastery. Can you see the train building there? In the middle of the month. This is according to what we believe, the temptation month. When Jesus was at the Jordan River, and after he was baptized by John, he went to the wild for 40 days and 40 nights, and the devil tried him at least twice here. Then according to what you can see there, that was the location. It's a beautiful Greek Orthodox monastery. Sadly, it's not part of the tour and it's already closed, but you can do it by yourself. There is a cable car that will take you take you to kind of close to there, and then very steep 10 minutes walking up, you will reach the temptation mount. Now we already know the story. Let's go to see 2 important things here. The first one will be the tower, and then the wall of Jericho. Are we ready? Please don't touch the metal. Yeah. It's so hot. Let's do that slowly, and at the end I promise you that we will enter to the shop for 5 minutes to cool our body and to buy yourself a drink. See the stage?
So should I start singing?
Like that. The best place to stand is there and there. Yeah, but don't touch the metal. Yes, it's hot. Don't touch the metal, please. All right. At the 60s, Kathleen Kenyon came to excavate here. And she had a different system. What she used to do is to cut a piece of cake. See the piece of cake? Then she could see the layers. Now she knows how many stages she had. But then she found that. And she started to dance. I found Joshua Wall. I found Joshua Wall. And when she dug there, she realized that that tower is 8,500 years old. Joshua, it's 3,000, 4,000, not more than that. Then in that case, she realized that it's not. That remember, when you are building a city, at the beginning it's a small city, and later on when there are more and more people, it's getting bigger and bigger. Then this is almost the beginning of the city, and later on they use it as tombs.